So you're probably wondering, why are Nico and Spence a team? Now, when you ask yourself that question, it's like asking, how does glass taste? Why does Kaleb Boatman look so much like Ellen? Why does Call to Action still exist? The answers will horrify you. But you know what? I'm genuinely excited about this team because their tastes are so different from each other. Maybe we can eke out a win. Maybe Cody's hatred for you two will be so large, he will have a poor managing night, and we can come out here with a win. So that's what I'm hoping for.
I mean, the way I see it, like, we can just sit back and relax and have a good time. The pressure's not on us because the pressure's on Antonio and Tyler. They've won more matches. And also, I'm in this match. And if they lose to a team that has me on it, Cody is going to shoot them into the Phantom Zone and never let them out again. Like, they will just be shunned from the First Order forever. And it will make me getting shot in the chest look like a game of tag. So, have fun, Tyler and Antonio, because Lord knows your dad's going to punish you if you don't win this.
Let's play.
I'm not the father of anybody, just to let you know. No one calls me daddy. I don't know what happened. Okay, listen. Spence, I feel so bad for you. You went from Cameron Redshaw to Brian Michaels to a corpse. This guy is retired. He's retired in singles, and he found a team partner. Spence, you deserve better. You could have put a cardboard cutout next to you. You could have printed off a picture of Cameron Redshaw and still played with that and probably scored the same amount of points. We get a really easy layup. Guys, you're right. The pressure is on you. I shot this man last season. I will shoot you if you lose. All you have to do is score 4 points in round one, and I think you have this in the bag. So, good luck, guys. Sorry, Nico. Get a haircut. I know COVID's been going on, but get a haircut. Let's just do this.
Hello, everybody, and welcome back to another episode of Multiplex Movie Warzone. We have got another team's debut match for you guys today. Today's match, we have Hearts of Kyber, made up of Nico Rigoli and Adelaide Spence, versus Excomunicado, made up of Tyler Butler and Antonio Chavez. This is going to be a very interesting match. A lot of interesting tensions. But before we get to the match, on the desk with me is Mr. Kirk Kolakowski. Kirk, how you doing?
I'm doing good. How you doing today?
I'm doing good. Yeah, this is certainly an interesting match. Last time we saw Spence in teams, they were with Brian, and before that they were with Redshaw, and now they're with Nico. So
I'm very torn in this one. I'm very torn in this one. We have a team with one player wearing the Steelers jersey, and the other person is Spence. So I don't know which way to go on that.
Fair point, but all right. And then we've also got Excomunicado, Antonio, and Tyler both doing well in teams, doing well in singles last season. So this is sure to be interesting. So without further ado, I guess let's bring in the teams. Introducing first, with a record of 0 wins and 0 defeats, Hearts of Kyber, Nico Suave Rigoli, and Adelaide Spence.
I've got my cardboard cutout of Cameron Redshaw here. Let's play.
And
I love the very saturated image I can't see on your phone.
Cody confess, where's my compensation?
And introducing second, with a record also of 0 wins and 0 defeats, it is Excomunicado, Antonio Chavez, and Tyler Butler. We're going to rearrange some folks. There we go. All right, everyone, welcome to the match. We're going to get right into it. Round number 1 is going to work like this. You're going to get different questions in 8 different categories. Each question, you're going to have about 15 seconds to write your answer down on your whiteboard. If you get it right, you get a point. If you get it wrong, you do not get a point. At the end of all 8 questions, if you've gotten all 8 correct, you will be issued a bonus question worth another point. You also have 3 repeats and a challenge to use throughout the match. Any questions before we get started? All right. Then with that, we will get into your first question, which comes in the category of musicals. In what musical would you find the song If I Were a Rich Man?
Cam, if you were a rich man,
Yes.
where would you go with that?
I would probably use that money to erase the Gwen Stefani version of this song from existence.
Whoa. Whoa.
4. It's a terrible song.
Great
3,
song.
2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Tyler
Said Fiddler on the Roof.
and Nico
I said Singing in the Rain.
and Antonio
Sequels from musicals. Just guess Rent.
and Spence.
These teams are equally good. Fiddler on the Roof.
Technically, at this
Not
point,
wrong.
yes. Fiddler on the Roof is the correct answer.
Okay. Category number 2 comes in classics. Name 2 of the 3 Alfred Hitchcock films that feature a performance from Grace Kelly. Grace Kelly. She did some Hitchcock films, became a princess, and I believe died in a car accident.
Yikes.
Not a fairy tale ending.
I don't understand if that's like a joke or not. So I'm just going to keep talking about the fact that the Gwen Stefani version of If We're a Rich Man sucks.
I would never joke about that.
At 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Nico.
I went with Rope and Clockwork Orange.
Only one of those is a Hitchcock film. We'll go to Antonio.
Or with North by Northwest and Vertigo.
And we'll go to Spence.
I did Vertigo and Rope.
And we will go to Tyler.
Said Rear Window and Dial M for Murder.
Those, I believe, are both correct. The other one being To Catch a Thief.
Oh.
So Tyler, the only one getting that correct. Tyler's still perfect after 2. As we get into question number 3 in the category of sports. Touchdown, 2 points or whatever. Your question. Who kills Apollo Creed in the Rocky franchise? Spoiler alert.
They killed Apollo Creed? What?
I know, right? How could they kill him? There's 2 movies named after him.
I know, right? Those are
Right?
prequels.
You can tell I'm happy this isn't in fandom anymore. I watched all those films once and never got asked anything. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We will start with Antonio
Ivan Drago.
and Spence
Ivan Drago.
and Tyler
Ivan Drago.
and Nico.
I can't see anyone's ink today. Ivan Drago.
Ivan Drago is correct.
Okay, category number 4. Family films. Who plays the title character in Nanny McPhee? I want to have a talk with whoever wrote
Not
this
even the
question.
best magical nanny.
I want to have a talk with whoever wrote this question because they missed a chance to use the word titular. So I missed a chance to say the word titular. I'm not happy about it.
Giggity.
Oh, yes. I love Eulers.
4, 3, 2, 1. We'll go to Tyler because he didn't make me uncomfortable.
Emma Thompson.
And we'll go to Nico
Emma Thompson.
and Antonio
Emma Thompson.
and Spence.
Emma Thompson.
That is all correct. I realize I should have gone to Spence, but again,
Backstage loves my
and I
jokes.
didn't want to. Question number 5 comes to the category of war films. What military ranking does John Miller have in Saving Private Ryan? Did they save him? I don't know, because it's been a long time since I've seen the movie, and I honestly can't remember. I think they did. I'm seeing nods from backstage.
Literally the only good scene in the movie.
I'm seeing nods from backstage saying they did in fact save him. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Nico.
Still haven't seen this. I guess Lieutenant Colonel.
And we'll go to Antonio.
Captain.
And we'll go to Spence.
Captain.
And we will go to Tyler.
Captain.
Captain is correct.
All right. Your next question comes in the category of Oscars. Jack Lemmon received his first Oscar nomination in what category? I want to make some jokes here, but I don't want to give anything away.
I assume he has a. Is he brothers with Harry or cousins with Harry Lime from The Third Man?
I think the character's based on him.
It's the only joke I got. 5.
Then change it for legal reasons.
3.
Lemon
alive.
1. Pens down. We will start with
Spring
Antonio
Brothers.
Best supporting actor.
and Spence
Best lead actor?
and Tyler
The best supporting actor?
and Nico.
I also said best supporting actor.
Best supporting actor is correct. So Excomunicado going up to 10, Hearts of Kyber at 7. As we get into your penultimate question in the category of animation, what is the name of the bat voiced by Hank Azaria in Anastasia?
Is this your favorite movie with a talking bat?
Does Batman count?
I mean, he's dressed like a bat. He talks, so
Yeah. What about Dracula? Does Dracula count?
Dracula definitely counts.
Twilight.
No bats in Twilight.
3,
There's no bats.
2. There has to be at least one
The
bat.
baseball scene, they have a bat in that.
There you go. We'll go to Spence first, I think, and we'll go to Tyler,
Never seen it. I said Sebastian.
and we'll go to Nico
I just put Bernie.
and Antonio.
Way off. Rasputin.
Bartok is correct.
Magnificent. Let's go.
Got his own spin-off sequel movie that is awful, but Bartok is correct. Spence still getting that correct, meaning there are no more perfect rounds. So our final question, Kirk.
Comes in the category of drama. Matt Damon plays astronaut Mark Watney in what film?
Oh crap! What's the title? Oh,
That is what the question is asking, Nico.
One of those questions.
It's one of those questions. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Tyler
The Martian.
and Nico.
I believe this won Best Comedy at the Golden Globes, The Martian.
For some reason, it did. Antonio
The Martian.
and Spence.
The Martian.
Everyone is correct. So at the end of round 1, I have the score Excomunicado with 12, Hearts of Kyber with 10. Is that what you have, Kirk?
That is what I have.
All
Close game.
right. Yeah, this is a very close game. So with that, we will be getting into round number 2. Round number 2 is our beloved wheel round. We have a lovely wheel from wheelbeside.com with 8 different categories on it, as well as spinners and opponent's choice. Our team currently in the lead, which is Excomunicado, will have the option to spin first or defer to their opponents. Whichever team spins will have a chance to spin the wheel. If they like what they get the first time, they can keep it, or they can spin again. Whatever they get, they will get 5 questions from worth 2 points apiece, or they can go to multiple choice for 1 point apiece. But stealing is available, so please do be careful. It can happen, and it is very hurtful when it happens to you. So we will bring in Excommunicado's manager. But before we ask you if you're going to spin or defer, your categories on the wheel today are DreamWorks Animation and 2010's Coming of Age, which are Hearts of Kyber's strengths, Harrison Ford and 90s Action, which are Excommunicado's strengths, as well as 2000s horror, drama, and romantic comedies. And, of course, spinners and opponent's choice. So, Excommunicado, would you like to spin first or defer?
Didn't know Kubrick's Clockwork Orange was a remake of Hitchcock's film. What do you guys think?
I'm okay with whatever.
Yeah, me either.
I'd say we spin second, see what they do, and then we'll
Okay.
make our game plan from there. So yeah.
All right, sounds good.
So we will send Cody backstage, and we will bring in Mr. Scully. And Hearts of Kyber, here is your first spin.
I see
And
you're
it
saying
lands
Clockwork
on
Orange was a Hitchcock film.
90s Action. Would you like to keep that or spin again?
I think we spin again,
We
right?
talked about this.
Spin again, please. Yep.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're going to go ahead and spin again.
Yep.
Spin again. All right. So whatever you land on here, you are now stuck with. And you land on narrowly the 2000s, narrowly avoiding your opponent's strength.
You guys got this. Take it slow. Remember, if you're not sure, say per options, multiple choice, all right?
Gotcha.
Communicate. Communicate. It's most important.
Yes, sir.
And Bree,
Communicado.
Kirk, would you like to give Hearts of Kyber their questions in the category of 2000s?
I can take that. Hearts of Kyber, are you ready for your first question in the category of 2000s?
Sure.
Yep.
What 2000s comedy takes place primarily at Camp Firewood?
I think that's Wet Hot American Summer.
You know, I think you're right. I can't think of anything else it would be. So
Okay. Wet Hot American Summer. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Question number 2. Who plays Heather Holloway, the reporter Nick enters a relationship with in Thank You for Smoking?
Oh, fuck. I think it's Vera Farmiga, but I don't know for sure.
I haven't seen the movie, so I'm not entirely sure. Like, if you want to go to multiple choice and just make sure that's an option.
Okay. Let's do multiple choice then.
Okay, your multiple choice options. A. Katie Holmes, B. Vera Farmiga, C. Allison Janney, or D. Rashida Jones.
Still think it's Vera?
Yeah.
All right, let's go for it. Vera Farmiga, final answer, please.
That is incorrect.
No.
Excommunicado for the 1 point still. Your options are A. Katie Holmes, B. Vera Farmiga, C. Allison Janney, or D. Rashida Jones.
It's definitely Katie Holmes, for sure.
All right, go ahead. I've never seen it, so go ahead.
All right, Katie Holmes, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point still.
Mhm.
Hearts of Kyber, your next question. What real-life screenwriter does Nicolas Cage play in adaptation?
It's Charlie Kaufman.
Okay.
Yeah. Charlie Kaufman. Final answer.
That is correct for 2 points. Question number 4. What 2000s film is about a young girl who finds a spring that grants eternal youth and falls in love with the son of the family protecting it?
Oh, fuck. I think that's Tuck Everlasting, but I don't know if that came out in the 2000s.
You want to play it safe and go multiple?
Yeah, let's do multiple choice.
Okay. MC, please.
All right. Your options are A, The Brothers Grimm, B, Tuck Everlasting, C, The Last Mimsy, or D, Mims Island.
It's not Nims Island, I know that for sure, so I'm going to say B.
B, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Damn it. That was nice.
All good,
And-
all good.
And your final question. What famous writer does Paul Bettany play in A Knight's Tale?
Oh, fuck, I have no clue.
I've been trying to get to the end of this movie for like 7 years and still have not made it to the end. And
Do you have any idea who it might be?
maybe if I hear it,
All
it'll
right,
ring
so
a bell.
let's do multiple choice.
Multiple choice, please.
All right. Your options are A, John Keats, B, Geoffrey Chaucer, C, William Shakespeare, or D, William Blake.
I think it's Shakespeare.
I have no clue. You've seen it. You take it.
William Shakespeare, final answer.
That is incorrect.
damn
Excommunicado
it.
for the 1 point still. A, John Keats, B, Geoffrey Chaucer, C, William Shakespeare, D, William Blake.
It's Chaucer. Yeah, so B, Jeffrey Chaucer, final answer.
That is correct for 1 point still.
Nice.
Good steal.
All right. So at the end of Hearts of Kyber's writer-filled 2000s turn, I believe they have 15 points, and Excommunicado getting a couple of steals, bring them up to 14. Is that what you have, Kirk?
Yes, that's what I have.
All right. And I'm addressing the writers thing because someone backstage was shaking their fists at the sky.
No, I
I
was,
wonder
just
who
like,
that
what?
was.
I was like, what did they spend 2,000 or films about writers?
I
Okay.
noticed it halfway through the round when
What
I
was the
looked
score
down
again?
at the rest of the questions.
What was the score again?
They're at 15. You're at 14.
Okay, perfect.
So you're down by 1 point. And your first spin is thus. And is going to land on opponent's choice. So we will send away Mr. Newberry. We will bring in Mr. Scully. Excommunicado, do you want to break down the categories again?
I think we're good. So we talked about we don't want to do DreamWorks, so do we go with 2010's coming of age?
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that's the right way to go.
I think you go ahead
So,
and give them that.
Just to go through our options, what do you guys think about rom-coms as well?
Maybe
I-
Tyler can get a few. Keep in mind Antonio's engaged, so maybe he's been watching a few of them.
I broke up, so no.
Never
sorry.
mind then. I'm sorry.
Go with
Scully,
I think you go with your strength. That way, if they miss it, it'd be much easier for you guys to grab steals and get back that lead.
Agreed.
okay. So 2010's coming of age.
Yes, sir.
All right, lock it in.
2010's coming of age. It is. We'll send away Mr. Scully. Excomunicado, I will be giving you your questions in the category of 2010's coming of age. Are you ready?
Yep.
All right, your first question. What 2010's coming of age film ends with the main character and his love interest walking into the ocean and smiling at each other?
Yeah, I'm not entirely sure. So I go multiple choice.
Yeah.
Okay, multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, The Kings of Summer, B, Submarine, C, American Honey, or D, God's Own Country.
Do you have any guesses?
No.
A. We'll go with A. Final answer.
That is incorrect. Hearts of Kyber for the 1 point. Steal. Your options once again are A, The Kings of Summer, B, Submarine, C, American Honey, or D, God's Own Country.
Part of me wants to say submarine simply because, like, if they're walking into the ocean, then submarine makes sense.
That's my best guess. These are 4 blind spots for me. I don't see why not.
All right, submarine. Final answer.
That is correct for a 1
Hell
point.
yeah, Nico! Let's fucking go.
Question number 2 in the category of 2010's coming of age. In the to-do list, Brandy gets a summer job at what kind of location?
I've never seen it. So.
I know what her name's in it. I just forgot what else. I think I know, but I think I might need multiple choice. I don't want to risk it.
We'll go multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, swimming pool, B, movie theater, C, camp. Sorry, A, swimming pool, B, movie theater, C, camp, or D, ice cream shop.
I believe it's swimming pool.
Swimming pool, final answer.
Hey, swimming pool.
That is correct for 1 point. Your third question. In Paper Towns, what is the name of the paper town the group travels to find Margot?
I only saw this movie once.
Same.
Hey. Yes, go multiple.
All right, multiple choice.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, Westchester, B, New Haven, C, Aglow, or D, Harrisburg.
I'm just tempted to go with the weirdest name out of all 4.
All right, yeah, go ahead.
All right, Aglow.
Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Yeah.
The Pennsylvanian in me was hoping it was Harrisburg.
I legitimately just looked up obscure U.S. cities and fucking 3 other multiple choice options. Your fourth question in 2010's coming of age. Who plays Nate, the newest employee at the facility in Short Term 12? I'm sorry, Tyler, if we can just get both hands on screen.
Yeah.
That's another one where maybe if I hear a multiple choice because I can't think of it.
Yeah, we'll go multiple choice again.
All right, your multiple choice options are A, John Gallagher Jr., B, Rami Malek, C, Daniel Kaluuya, or D, Eddie Redmayne.
I feel like it's Rami. I feel like Rami was in there.
I know Rami and Gallagher.
Gallagher? Who looks more like a Nate?
5.
We'll go with B. Final answer.
That is correct for 1 point.
Good. Nice, man.
Taking the lead. And your
Oh,
in what 2010's coming of age film will you hear the quote, "Then I joined the circus to become a clown fighter"?
Oh, he froze. Here, I'll finish the question up.
Yeah, go ahead.
In what 2010's coming-of-age movie will you find the quote, "Then I joined the circus to become a clown fighter. I know about 46 ways to kill a clown. I hate clowns. I'm kidding, except for the part where I really do hate them."
I need like 5 seconds just to laugh at that.
If I hear the multiple choice, I think I'll get
All right. We'll go multiple choice again.
Multiple choice? Okay. Is it A, the Duff, B, Dope, C, Everybody Wants Some, or D, the Way, Way Back?
it. Never mind. I thought the one I was thinking of was not in those four.
Do you have a guess?
I don't know why the Duff comes up for me. But
Okay, we can go with that one.
the Duff. No answer.
Final answer.
That is incorrect.
Okay.
And Hearts of Kyber, for the 1 point steal, your options again are... I'm sorry, I lost it here. Do you have those options up there, Holtzman?
Yeah, your options are A, the Duff, B, Dope, C, Everybody Wants Some, or D, the Way, Way Back.
I think it'd be the way, way back because I just watched Dope and Everybody Wants Some pretty recently. So it'd be D, I think.
Okay, let's go
All
for
right,
it.
D, final answer.
That is correct for a 1 point steal. So, if I am correct, at the end of round number 2, I have the teams tied at 17 all. Is that what you have, Kirk?
That is what I have.
All right. This has been a very interesting match. So we're going to get into round number 3. Round number 3 is our Pick Your Poison round. Our competitor is going to have the chance to choose a category for a 1 point question, a 2 point question, a 3 point question, and a 4 point question. The categories that they have the option to choose from today are animation, comic book movies, Robert Zemeckis, romance, war, sci-fi fantasy, recent releases, and movie release dates. So we will let them decide, and we will be right back. And we are back. Our competitors have had the chance to choose what they want for their 1, their 2, their 3, and their 4 point questions. Hearts of Kyber has chosen their 1 in sci-fi fantasy, their 2 in movie release dates, their 3 in comic book movies, and their 4 in animation. Whereas Excomunicado has chosen their 1 in Robert Zemeckis, their 2 in recent releases, their 3 in sci-fi fantasy, and their 4 in comic book movies. Because the teams are tied, we will start with Hearts of Kyber, simply because a coin flip determined that they were not the favorites in this match. So Kirk, you took their questions in round number 2, so I will take them this round. So, Nico, are you ready for your 1 point question in sci-fi fantasy?
Sure.
And a reminder, both teams still have all 3 repeats, I believe. That's correct? Yeah?
Yes.
Yep.
Yeah, okay. Just making sure nothing happened while I disappeared for a moment. So, Nico, your 1 point question in sci-fi fantasy. You will find a trio of witches called the Sanderson sisters in what 90s family fantasy film?
Hocus Pocus.
That is correct for 1 point. So we will throw it over to Excomunicado for their 1 point question.
All right, and I believe this is Antonio taking the 1.
Yes.
Okay. For 1 point, Robert Zemeckis. What does Doc Brown steal from the terrorists in Back to the Future?
Plutonium.
That is correct for 1 point.
Knew it was going to be a Back to the Future question.
It's Zemeckis for 1. It's got to be Back to the Future. What else could it be?
Who
I guess
plays
Forrest Gump. So we'll go back to Hearts of Kyber for their 2 point question and movie release dates for Spence. Spence. Moonrise Kingdom was released in what year?
Okay.
2012.
That is correct for 2 points.
Okay, going back over to Tyler for the 2 points in recent releases. Who plays the leader of the group organizing the hunt in 2020's The Hunt?
Hilary Swank.
That is correct for 2 points.
Nice.
Garbage film. So we will return to Hearts of Kyber for their 3 point question in the category of comic book movies. Hearts of Kyber, your question. Who plays Carol the Bowler in Mystery Men?
Oh.
Who are some female comedians in the 90s who might be in this?
So
I've
here's the
never seen
thing.
this.
She kind of reminds me of Alex Borstein, but it's not Alex Borstein.
I don't know who that is. Repeat the question.
All right, that is your first repeat. Who plays Carol the Bowler in Mystery Men?
Here, so let's if you have no clue, let's like who are some women on SNL in the 90s? That might help us a little bit.
Dude, I only paid attention to Eddie Murphy and Will Ferrell when it came to SNL.
I can go like Amy Poehler. Actually,
let's
Amy
not
Poehler,
worry
sure.
about this question. Let's not worry about this question.
All right, Amy Poehler, final answer.
That is incorrect. We're looking for Janine Garofalo.
Oh yeah, that girl who's in those things.
She was dating Ben Stiller at the time, I think.
Oh, okay.
Spence was on the right track.
Damn me for being a child.
That being said, we will bounce back to Excomunicado for their 3-point question since we are still tied. So, Kirk, their 3-point question in sci-fi fantasy.
In sci-fi fantasy, as soon as I find that category. For 3 points, you can confer. What 70s sci-fi film was the directorial debut of John Carpenter?
Oh. Oh, damn.
5,
Can you repeat?
3,
Repeat.
2. All right, that is their first repeat.
In the category of sci-fi fantasy, what 70s sci-fi film was the directorial debut of John Carpenter?
Yeah, I don't know anything prior to Halloween, so I guess we can just let this one.
Yeah. Christine.
That is incorrect. The correct answer is Dark Star.
Oh shit! Right.
I don't feel too bad.
Very underrated John Carpenter film. So here is the situation. Both teams are tied currently at 20 points. Both have their 4-pointers left. If both hit or both miss, we will be going to sudden death. If one hits and one misses, that will be the game. So we will start by giving
Really
Hearts of
quickly,
Kyber.
do we have 1 repeat or 2 repeats remaining?
2.
Both teams
Both
have
have
2 repeats remaining.
Mm-hmm.
And just give me 1 sec.
Did anyone think we would get to this point?
No. All right.
And that's why I'm
Vote of
happy.
confidence.
All
That's
right.
why I'm
Anyways,
happy.
so Hearts of Kyber, your 4-point question in the category of animation. You have 2 repeats left. What is the name of the penguin voiced by Elijah Wood in Happy Feet?
Mumble. Is it Mumble or Mumbles?
I think it's Mumble.
So you just Mumble?
Yeah, just Mumble.
Mumble. Final answer.
That is correct for 4 points.
Yes.
All right, it all comes down to this. Excomunicado, your 4-point question in comic book movies. Are you ready?
Yep.
To tie the game. In Snowpiercer, Namgung measures how much the snow is going down by looking at what outside of the train?
The plane. Oh, right, because it's the plane that's underneath the. Because originally, like the wing was covered, but then then after like a year, you'd see the wing. Repeat.
Oh yeah, yeah. Repeat.
So from the plane submerged under the snow. Final answer.
In Snow.
I'm sorry.
That is correct for 4 points.
Alright.
We were going to repeat the question, but
Yeah.
I guess we don't have to. So, we are in a situation no one, I think, thought we would be in at the end of this match. For the second time in a row for Antonio and teams, we are going to sudden
Oh my god.
death. All right, we are back, and we are in sudden death. Sudden death is going to work like this. It's just like round 1. We're going to give the question. They're going to have 15 seconds, and they have access to their whiteboards. Whichever team is able to score one more point than their opponent on any given question will win. Both teams still have repeats. Hearts of Kyber, you have 2. Excomunicado, you have 1. Are there any questions before we get going? All right. Your first question. Who plays the title character in 500 Days of Summer?
Ah, crap.
Do we riff here, Cameron, or is this just too high?
I think we got to stay.
Too tense.
5, 4, 3,
Repeat.
2.
Yep.
All right, that is Hearts of Kyber's second repeat, both teams with 1 left. Who plays the title character in 500 Days of Summer?
I'm not confident about this.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Pens down. We'll start with Tyler
Zoe Deschanel.
and Spence
I fucked up the question. I'm sorry.
and Antonio
Zoe Deschanel.
and Nico.
I had Shailene Woodley.
And your winner, Excomunicado, Tyler Butler and Antonio Chavez. That was an insane match. We're going to give the winners a chance to cool down while we talk to our unfortunate second place finishers. We will bring in their manager. Guys, that was no matter what. I think everyone here is impressed that you took it a lot farther than most people were expecting when a team made up of Spence and Nico takes on a team of Antonio and Butler.
Hey, we took a team of 2 fantastic Warzone players to sudden death. And I don't care that this was a debut match. Spence and Nico played great. They had great communication in rounds 2 and 3. They used their repeats very well. We made the smart decision by going 2010s coming of age in round 2 and giving them that on opponent's choice. We just give up a couple steals in 2000s. That kind of hurts. But overall, you guys nailed that 4-pointer. At the end, it was just that one question in sudden death that made the game for us. So, but you guys played so well. You made Cody Newberry's blood pressure must be above 250 right now. Take pride in that.
Yeah.
I mean, listen, we've seen what happens when I play in singles. I can't swim on my own, but you give me someone who knows a thing or two about movies, and the buddy system works out really well for me. And
We gave you a submarine, and look what happened.
Adelaide is a great partner to teach me how to swim in this shark infested water. And we took 2 Titans. Like Tyler was in the final 2 of the free for all in Warzone. And Antonio, he's a multi-dimensional guy when it comes to movies. Like any division you put him in, he'll dominate. And we took them to the absolute wire.
And I played Tyler in my last team's debut, and he rocked it. That man terrifies me. Legitimately, I'm happy today was this close, but man, if I gotta play him again next year, whenever I get a new teammate, I'm just worried.
And to whoever we end up having to face next, hopefully we do get another match. I hope you realize it's not going to be a walk in the park. We can hang.
Yeah, absolutely.
Here tonight.
You guys are 0-1, but with a match like that, I'm sure you will be back. Is there anyone that you might want to play that's in that range?
Could we just say not Cody? A majority of my matches have been managed by Cody. Let's play someone from Fun DMC. Let's just hang out with our friends,
All right. Well,
I'm game for that.
Yeah.
I will send you guys backstage, and we will bring in our winners, Excomunicado. Holy crap, you guys! That was. Oh man, how are you guys feeling after that?
I mean, I'm happy with this team. This is the first time they're teaming up together. They really didn't talk before this, so I put them together to see what they do. I think they have real potential. They need to learn to talk to each other and like work things out instead of silently just staring off into space together. But no, I'm not worried. We got opponent's choice. So at that point, like I've managed in high pressure situations, I knew where it was going to go. Everything seemed to fall in Spence and Nico's wheelhouse when it hit, like mumbles. So, I mean, it happens. I'm fine with it. I'm excited for this team next. We're going to come up with a game plan for future. Nico, listen, guys. You say I can swim. I have a buddy system now. You didn't know who starred in 500 Days of Summer. Listen, maybe Warzone's not for you. I'm not 100% sure, but both of you missed that question. And that was the first. I'm sorry for Cam and Kirk for having to write extra questions because it didn't have to go that far. Listen, there's a team out there. I don't know if we have an opponent, but if you want a second team, I know you don't want to face me, but 2319 will gladly play Nico and Spence any day they would like.
Yeah.
So I know you don't possibly want to play me, but I will come off this couch and I'll kick your ass because I was painfully watching backstage while you thought Clockwork Orange was directed by Alfred Hitchcock. Kirk about left Warzone. He about left Warzone. I saw it in his face. He about turned in his resignation. He was done. So listen, this team is going to do great things. We have a good match coming up because I run this thing, so I kind of know what we're doing. I won't announce it here, but I'm excited for the next match. We will have a strategy. We will be ready, and this is not the same team. We will not give the same performance today that we will give the next match.
I'll be more awake, too.
Yeah. We're not doing 11 o'clock anymore. No. We'll do 8.
Absolutely. All right. Well, with that, we will send you guys back, and we will go to Kirk for final thoughts.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was a good match. I was not expecting it. Yeah, I mean, like you said, Antonio and Tyler have proven themselves, and Spence. I'll give it to Spence. Spence has shown a lot of improvement. They've been working really hard to get better, and you saw it in this match. And again, it is what it is, Nico. I mean, he did have that retirement match, but if he puts a little bit of work in and can keep up with Spence, I think they might be able to surprise some people. That you saw the spark of it here. So yeah, looking forward to seeing both these teams in the future.
Yeah, absolutely. That round 2 showed that the wheel can change anything, and things went, I think, a lot different than people thought they were going to be at the beginning, at the end of round 1. And then all the way to the end, it was very close. This was a great match. I'm sure people are going to really enjoy this one. So with that being said, I am Cameron Holzman, and on behalf of Kirk Kolakowski, Cody Newberry, Antonio Chavez, Tyler Butler, Thomas Scully, Nico Rigoli, and Adelaide Spence, thank you all for watching.
Bye-bye, boys.
Have fun storming the castle.
Think it'll work?
It would take a miracle. Bye-bye.